What was your I don't get paid enough for this moment at work? When I worked at McDonald's, I found out we didn't get paid for closing. We got paid until the store closed, so if it took us an extra hour or two to close, that was unpaid. I wish I knew what I know now, because that is an open and shut case, but at the time, I was young and dumb. My first paycheck, I noticed I had a ton of missing hours. So when I asked my boss about it, she told me we only get paid until the store closed. So that night, I walked out when the store closed. They tried to guilt me into staying because the other team members need me. Fuck that. I don't work for free. Sorry. Especially when I'm already making minimum wage. No thanks. Not gonna happen. Psycho camp director lost her shit on all of the lifeguards because we said we weren't coming back next summer. Reality was we all had legit reasons. I was goiji to take summer courses to graduate early. Another guard was moving to university and was going to work in that city. Another guard got offered a head guard spot at a camp near her house, etc. Nothing that said we hated the current camp, just other things going on. We were told in a group meeting, if we weren't happy there we could leave, and she would find other guards. Following Friday she calls us all in to tell us what a great job we are doing, and how happy everyone is going to the lake. Tuesday after that she calls us in individually to tell us we aren't working hard enough, and she sees us slacking off all the time. Lunchtime Tuesday all the guards walked into her office, told her to go fuck herself in front of the owner of the camp, and we all piled into my Ford Focus and went for beer. Went home that night to message from camp owner asking us to give him a call back. We all chatted and realized he had called all of us. Called him the following day, told him what went down. He asked us to reconsider and that he would give us a $5 an hour raise and report directly to him. We discussed it and agreed on the condition that psycho director apologized to us at a collective staff meeting. She refused and had a tantrum. Camp owner fired her on the spot, escorted her off the property, and we opened the lake back up. Fuck you, Bob. When I walked into the room of a confused patient on blood thinners who had ripped out his fourth and catheter and had shit and blood on every surface of his room. It looked like a murder had been committed. I've been through a lot as a nurse, but that was like going into a war zone. I was working late, like 2 AM in the office. My manager said let's go to the convenience store to buy some snacks and smokes. She sits in the back and we drive there. After we get our shit, she says can we swing by this street intersection real quick? When we get to that intersection, I guess she sees a car that belongs to someone she knows parked in front of her boyfriend's house. She starts to wail, cry and kick around in the backseat, while my bewildered ass just holds the steering wheel with a stupid look on my face. After 20 minutes of that shit, we drive back to the office. I drop her off and I go home. WTF. Countless times at the go-kart place, summer job, where I work, I've had to put up with special needs kids whose caretakers or parents dropped them off and drove off because they wanted a break from them. These kids and adults have a mental age of anywhere from 3 to 15, and many times they are unable to follow the directions that we provide or even listen to us. They are not only a danger to themselves, but to the other riders and to us the staff. An easy solution to this would be for their parents to ride with them in a double and to drive for them, allowing them to have fun without having to put anyone in danger. However, that costs more money and they don't want to. One parent even said, why can't you just ride with him? And when I asked if she would be comfortable with other people, she said he wasn't. I wanted to call her a shitty parent, but I didn't want to lose my job. We can't deny them as they have the physical age to ride, but are hopefully putting rules in place to require parents of children with special needs to ride with their parents. Edit. I hold nothing against these kids, but the fact is that their parents are responsible for them. If they want a break from them, they could hire a caretaker. Even then, though, I understand that bad parents do exist. However, it is the caretakers who refuse to take care of the kids who are unacceptable. You are getting paid. Do your job. Posted before. This was back in the late 90s. I was working at Walmart as my first job as a teenager. I was floated to the garden department one day and there was a guy looking at lawn fertilizer. I walked over and asked if he needs help. He said not now, just looking at the different kinds you have. Pretty standard reply from the guy, so I said okay, let me know. I walk away and then swing back about 5 minutes later. Same guy has proceeded to rip open about 10 different kinds of the fertilizer all over the ground and is rolling around in the stuff. He is also taste sampling the stuff. I called my manager because I did not want to deal with it. Security escorted the guy out the store and called an ambulance in case the ingestion of the fertilizer hurt him.